Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another breakdown video, because today was a wonderful day if you were a fan of Marvel and video games, because today we got the announcement of a brand new Marvel game that has been rumored for a little while, to be fair, and that is Marvel's Midnight Suns. So this is going to be both a trailer breakdown, and then we're going to go on ahead and discuss all the details. That's why I'm uploading this a little bit later, is because I actually did not want to just do a reaction. I wanted to make sure that I bring you guys some actual juicy info about the actual game to let you know how many characters will be playable, what's the plan for this game, what is this game, and of course discuss all of that and much more. Don't forget, guys, if you do enjoy the video, I do ask you to support it by hitting the thumbs up button and subscribing. Thank you so very much. And without further ado, let's dive in. All right, so let's kick things off with the trailer itself. Now, of course, I'm sure that at this point you've probably seen this particular trailer, which is why I'm going to try to do my best talking over it to let you know what we're currently looking at. So if you don't know, this is a game that has been rumored for a little while now. For about maybe 3 or 4 months now, we've heard some rumors and murmurs about a game in the style of XCOM, which, if you've never seen that game, it's basically like a tactical RPG game where it's a turn-based game where you usually would plan ahead with characters, and certain characters would have certain abilities, and you're trying to go on ahead and eliminate the opposing team as you traverse through each and every single, almost what feels like a puzzle room. Well, this right here is going to be a similarly structured game, but set in the Marvel universe. More specifically, it will be in the corner of the Marvel universe, which is dedicated to the Midnight Suns, which, as you'll see from the trailer, is a lot more so focused on a darker and more grim and gritty take on the Marvel universe. And so you'll see some really interesting character choices here, like Nico from the Runaways, which is super duper cool. I am very, very, very pleasantly surprised by the character selection for this particular game. So you'll see Captain Marvel, you got Blade, you got Wolverine, there's the previously mentioned Nico. Ghost Rider is here, which is very, very, very cool. Iron Man is obviously showcased. There's our big villain for this particular title, which we will talk about here in just a moment as well. And then that right there is probably a pretty unknown character to you and me. Well, that's because that is just simply put the Hunter, which will be the character that we as the players will be experiencing the entire story from that perspective. Look at those costumes. That looks so freaking awesome. A really, really beautiful shot. I just want to pause for a moment so we can all just take a little moment. Let's take a moment and appreciate that ridiculous loadout right there of characters. Let me know which is your favorite from that lineup right there. I think if we work our way left to right, I guess, yeah, for you it would be the same. So left to right, from your side, it would be Doctor Strange. Then we have Magic. Then we have Iron Man, Wolverine, the Hunter, Ghost Rider, who seems kind of short, actually, now that I'm seeing the character next to everybody else, Blade, Captain America, Nico, and Captain Marvel. So that is a pretty stacked lineup of characters right there. And of course, if you quickly go on ahead and run the math, you would pick up on the fact that we have 9 announced heroes. We'll get back to that in a moment. I love the costumes for this. I think it looks so cool. And there it is, Midnight Suns. From 2K, and created by Firaxis Games. I am really, 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 really stoked about the fact that it's also coming incredibly soon. I mean, March 2022 is just around the corner. I know it sounds like it's so far away, but guys, we're in the end of August. So we are just like 5-ish months away from that. And so with that out of the way, I want to go on ahead and continue to break down more info for this game, including the actual story. So let's go on ahead and begin with the official press release. That way there is no confusion about what's happening, what's not happening. Let's dive in. So after centuries of sleep, Lilith, mother of demons, who I previously mentioned before that we did see her in the trailer, she's the one that is rising from the sarcophagus right here as she is reborn. Well, sorry, no, this is the Hunter there. So we can see Lilith right there rising up. So that is right there, Lilith. And these are some of the, I guess, demons that she will be arming her army with that you will be going up against. But Lilith, the monster of demons, has been revived by Hydra through a twist of dark magic and science. Lilith stops at nothing to complete an ancient prophecy and bring back her evil master, Chthon. Pushed to the brink, of the Avengers desperately look to fight fire with Hellfire and enlist the help of the Midnight Suns, Nico Minoru, Blade, Magic, and Ghost Rider. Young heroes with powers deeply rooted in the supernatural, formed to prevent the very prophecy Lilith aims to fulfill. Together, they resurrect an ancient warrior, the Hunter. That is going to be actually the role that we will be taking up as the player. So the entire story is really written from the perspective of the Hunter. So the Hunter will be kind of the anchor around which the entire story is told, but we will get to go on ahead and team up with some of these other Avengers. Lilith's forsaken child and the only hero known to have ever defeated her. So you are playing the role of Lilith's child, which means that it's going to be a whole giant family drama. In the face of the fallen allies and the fate of the world at stake, it will be up to you to rise up against the darkness. From the legendary studio that changed the strategy and tactics games forever comes a new title offering cinematic, tactical combat with a superhero flair, friendships to forge with iconic heroes, and an unforgettable adventure that dives deep into the darker side of Marvel. So that sounds pretty exciting. I think the story is a really cool idea. I think it's very awesome that we're seeing these different teams dive into different elements and different components of the Marvel universe. And to be fair, I do think that the XCOM styled tactical games or tactics games are often underappreciated. And so I think giving them a coat within the Marvel universe, making it painted up as a Marvel video game, I think will introduce a lot of people to this particular genre of games. So I just wanted to go on ahead and clarify once again, guys, this is not going to be a game where you are in combat like Marvel Ultimate Alliance or something like that. This will be a tactics game in the same style that we have seen for XCOM. That's what this team is known for. They do a really, really excellent job with creating those style of games, and this is going to be no different. Now, how will the story play out in terms of heroes? Does this mean that you will not get to play as any of the heroes? Well, just like in XCOM where you can assemble a team and then bring them over on separate missions and go on ahead and tackle those tasks, it seems like that is exactly what we'll be able to do here, because after they made this announcement at Gamescom, they had interviewed the developers, and the developers confirmed that there will be 12 characters or 12 heroes at launch, along with more content coming down the line, which means that right now we know 9 of those characters, as I had mentioned in the trailer breakdown. So that means that at least 3 more will be announced as we get closer to the release of the game, and they will be part of the core game. It will be basically that roster of 12 characters that you can assemble and bring along with you as the Hunter to help you on your missions. So you don't get to experience the story from these heroes' perspective, but they will be comrades that you take on to go on ahead and adventure on these particular missions as you try to go on ahead and stop Lilith while you're taking up the mantle of the Hunter. So that's a clarification there, because I think some people just immediately assume that, oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing as Wolverine, or I'll choose Ghost Rider, or I'll be Blade. It's not gonna work that way. You're gonna just have them as comrades, part of your team, and structurally speaking, it is a tactics game, which means that you're gonna be assigning tasks for them to do each turn while you are still commandeering and going to be experiencing the story from the perspective of the Hunter. Now, aside from that, they did also go on ahead and confirm that there is going to be an actual base where you're going to get to interact with these characters and go on ahead and communicate with them, as well as establish a bit more of a rapport with these characters, so you kind of get to know them. And it is going to be called the Abbey, which is basically where you're going to be meeting up and interacting, probably also assembling your crew for other tasks. So it's basically going to be the hub world of this particular title. So there you guys have it. That is the story. Those are the characters. Those are the heroes, the villains, and a little bit of a teaser of what the gameplay might be. We obviously will be lucky enough to see some gameplay here very, very soon. In fact, I believe that they said next week on September 1st or 2nd, we will get actual gameplay from this game so that we get a better idea of what it will look like, and more importantly, what it will play like. And I am just, again, warning you guys, please keep your expectations in mind that it will not look like this. It will not go on ahead and have this level of cinematics throughout the actual game. If it does, I'll be wrong. I'll take it back, but I'd be very shocked. I think that you just need to keep your expectations in check and just kind of remember, think more XCOM, with this maybe being what the cutscenes will look like. But this is not going to be what the actual gameplay looks like. That's why at the top of this trailer, they did say, this is just a cutscene and it is not actual gameplay. So keep that in mind. And again, go into it with the expectation of XCOM, but done up with Marvel characters. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, and of course, guys, you can support the channel by becoming a member. Link is down in the description. And don't forget, you can also represent by grabbing some Blitzwinger merch. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Peace out. See you later, alligators.